commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.